having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world. A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream? My only hope lies with you.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions, together. I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled. Let me be your vengeance, the blade in your hand. Wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
Lost Soul Aside. It's pretty cool. Looks like Final Fantasy 16 also. He also looks like a younger version of Clive. Anyway, let's go again. Let's play for my 15 followers. Wow, 15 followers. God damn it. Please keep on following so I can play 24/7. Okay. I'm also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Oh shit, I'm gonna play all this side quests again. Look how many the side quests. I'm gonna be finishing all the side quests, guys, sorry. That's how it
The
is.
stew's awfully thin these days.
Just gonna quick run all this side quest.
Covered in nicks and
Listen
lumps.
to all
The
the
lot of them.
dialogues.
It's a wonder they can still walk.
Depends if it's really interesting.
Where are you? Can I help you, Sid? I'm looking for Doris. Is she here? I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out...
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned, or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. If something ain't done soon, the old
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Black...
I thought it might be better if he didn't. You reckon we should...
No.
Yeah, well... I can't stand...
Blacksmith Blues 4. This is the 4th side quest from this shit. Been doing side quests from that shit times already. 4 times, fuck. I have to do all the side quests because that's what I do. Perfectionist.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
See?
Don't tell me.
No,
Yeah,
let's just only try back.
If it's for the...
Oh.
So,
We've got a couple of examples here.
more fallen material. So this smells...
That's not small. That's it.
Blah, blah.
We're only there's one more.
Yeah, I want to find this shit. Fetch it for you guys.
How was?
More quests here, so go ahead. Look at that. Look at that. So many green. Lot of side quests. Motherfucking side quests. Don't know where to start. Fuckers. Side quest overload.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news.
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
I'll give your offer.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha?
You. I heard you were out here.
Of course, she's no.
That was her. So,
I'd say it seems her time in her after her brush with she's...
then I'll take care of it.
Yeah. Just do what needs to be done. Artist.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in East Sea. I'll keep provide, but if he's as of those they've lived their whole lives, small wonder they ain't got the fog. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back. Sir Wade.
All right.
Thanks. There.
Giselle Green.
Not the most better than gin.
Yeah. Kindling the flame. Okay. guys just do it yourselves. And you're making me an errand boy.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our...
Ah, what brings you to East?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to digest, but they...
Martha.
That... These bearers... They know little of freedom. Of providing... Unless we not... It's... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defense.
The Horde! They're coming.
Gather...
Yes.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable... We don't know.
What?
You mean...
So they...
You're right. I would... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Hey.
Lord Rossfield?
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashek, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them. And for you and I...
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. But you please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Dapat nanonood ka rin dito para marami tayong viewers eh. Gagawin ko na yung i-rebrand ko yung stream ko. Supporting wife stream. Supporting wife stream. Kumbaga support. Huh? Hindi, supportive wife stream. Hindi, supportive wife stream. So, makikita na nanonood ka rin sa stream ko. Supportive, so maraming manonood.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic Curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So Wade, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
One's mine. I might.
The Curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Martha's Rest.
Ready, go? All right. Back to Eastpool.
Sana all nandito. Sana all.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We saved. Thank
no.
you for this outcome.
Hear it. It's yours.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe.
I shall after.
But you should be proud, or I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have. Speaking of which,
Can we?
And I.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up, when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. I thought I may as well just lay down my sword. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
The hero? It's lucky you came by when not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Oh.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now,
And
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
with any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Nice. Ability points. Quest down.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dealt with.
Yeah, but what if they come back? Is there anything we can do to help?
Those things I said before about not being able to feed.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivations.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf for your services to Northreach? And unlike Philippe, well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plan soon enough.
I fear you should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as... And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really... It wouldn't hurt to ask. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Talking, and more talking.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a...
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place.
Fine.
And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town.
I take it...
Just need...
Yeah.
Why? Your storm is as...
Soldiers too craven to fight. Stark, no, the lot of them. What to...
All right there.
Just your...
Not if...
I just want to finish this. No more talk, please.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, if he's will want it.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
I just want to get this over with, please.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
As long as you remain, the veil will see to your needs.
You are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to... Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise... Look, I won't say...
You're the one who's talking to...
On the dame's body.
Listen, that's it.
They don't care. Yeah.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, I think the Duke... And if...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you. That's right. Well.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that.
Were you able to...
I was.
Well, though they deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, I think needless.
I thought
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. I told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call... Because I realised what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it. Protecting... I honor them. When it can do it, there's nothing...
all that we thank...
Yeah. Okay.
There may be hope for the spy, but I...
What happened? This quiz is all about talking and shit. Nothing really happened. I didn't attack anyone. At least there's ability points. So what should I do? It's been almost 1 hour already and I'm still doing side shit. God.
Come on.
I need to get this over with. I want to play the main quest. Side quests. Back.
First. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find. That is.
Yeah.
What is
nothing? It's fine.
All right.
Thanks.
What's happened? Cards in the game.
Don't blame yourself, Elle. This is their fault, not yours.
I know. Bonnie came to give me a message for the talks every day, but no.
But I thought. How did...
It's this. You even so.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from.
Okay.
All right. To Randalar then. And better not keep Ella. So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer, you can swing a sword.
I never thought I'd... Clive!
And the account.
Mostly off... Toadoats, enough.
Well done.
I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if Hudoki.
I thought.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers.
Then your idea of an apology?
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter. Our master wasted half his life that way. So you're what Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough on the stick. You,
We can't afford to...
Right, you are. Oh.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines. What?
Good idea.
Let's go, let's fight!
I'm prepared to fight if I...
Well, let's hope. Once this get... No,
I'm stopping you with them. Take...
Leave and...
All right. Which one of you's first? Is that it? Apparently not. Not getting past me. Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later.
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly...
I'm just
with
all right.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravosh needed you. So, too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmik here. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoj what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from Chief...
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin would be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoj in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned by between the two of us.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge. Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith.
Now, save that right.
To the bell.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
Wow.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in this, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravoist.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping...
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship root?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about...
Then...
Ragnarok. Wow.
Don't tell me we've run out of perfume, that's an these days. Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are back.
What do you want? Anything else? What do I owe the honor? I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, and if it hadn't been for you, I'll keep the forge up.
Vamos.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest. Have you learned anything of note?
Little unless, I regret to
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth, even now...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets which...
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe...
Would that be possible?
Of course, if...
All right.
They will... Might I say it will lead...
Thank you.
I wish you a safe...
Clive! To what do I owe the... I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since... And firm... But... Speaking of menaces... And maybe a... I'm afraid the exam...
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particular...
I've been doing quests for more than an hour. The fuck is this?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in... Ah, I thought you'd have returned to Cosness by now.
That's...
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Gonna get this over with.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Where's Ned? Who else?
Thanks, Gal.
It's over.
Now, Torgal!
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Torgal.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Finger! Take his head off! Get up!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see.
No.
No.
What?
Oh, this. See something with it if it's. I don't know.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. Well, look.
All lies, I'll wager. Just one we needed to convince. Right. I'm at you, mate. There, look. Oh.
Lubor, I can't promise anything.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
I knew all along that he...
Forgive me.
As the time.
So, and
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
nor I.
You will.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
For sharing you.
I see. But
You're but
Rosine at your appetite. And now I'm for
How could it? I would forget.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubo?
Of those available to me, but where are my manners? Right then.
If there's any...
I'll...
Come on. This might take a while. You deserve a rest. This one. It's over. Two down, one to go.
Lock pa kay.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
No use calling up. It's you now.
Bili ako. Pero pagbalik ko wala na. Kumain lang ako. Pang solo lang yung binili ko. Ano?
I hope I didn't keep you waiting, did you?
Here they are.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. And we the bear.
I would that no and
my.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend their...
Sir.
No, I did. They...
Eloise, word from Cash. Theo, they need...
I'll go.
I'll get...
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
Let's go. Run like the wind. Straight home now. Get him!
Buti nabuhay yung isa. Buti daw nakakapit. Yan ah. Alam niyang kaan. I want more. Bigyan mo pa ako ng mga kamote. Saga.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village.
We just have to
I
can do better than that.
Where are you, Theo?
Go for it! Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not.
for keeping Elle's dream. Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Elle. Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Cellphone ka. Ayan. Grabe, ang kalat sa Mount Everest. Kalat sa Everest.
Thank you, Clive.
Grabe,
I
daming
think I'll be all
kalat.
right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce...
Hindi, yung mga ano daw, yung mga may-ari kasi niyan patay na. Eh, syempre, yung mga pupunta dyan para umakyat, hindi naman nila gamit yan. Gets mo? Gets mo? Yung mga nag-iwan yan, mga namatay. So, ang dami nang namatay.
He played at soldiers
Marami nang namatay
instead.
sa Everest, ha?
A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more from it, so I'll carry on doing what we do, bringing smiles to and to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Claire. Let's go on to...
Ready, go? Yeah!
Time to fight.
Ay, hindi mo nakasama yun. Ba't sila ko? Anong purpose nila magawa yun? Nire-risk lang yung buhay nila sa wala.
holding back.
Kahit nga kamay ko maganda din. Lalagyan mo na ito ng reflex mo sana po.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. May still be survivors. Over here!
Babang pupunta na din ba?
Nag-collapse ba yung places? Sabi ng kasing double one.
Babang nakapunta na rin.
Whatever that thing is. I'd say it's their leader. this one. It's over. Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. Thanks.
You call that, your brothers might still be alive if you put... Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import. As I'm sure you will agree.
And you think...
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agree.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver our findings.
Here.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover...
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not chosen to complete that, were these your...
No. This was every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our soul.
Even when death is...
My lord, the Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. And your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an S. Think not only of... Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying, as first...
I do.
Then we are...
Nag-field work ako, baka sabihin bigla akong ginagawa. Lalakad ako. Pero hindi ko makapal. At last. Last side quest. Last fucking side quest, bitch. Let's go. Sa akin, oh. Kasugat pa ako. Alas ng balat ako. Kapag magpapasugat ako, yung amo na lang pala.
Damn it. The whole village is turned.
That's all of them. No one can uncross his toes now. Good.
Oh. May I... The Telemon furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my...
It's...
Oh, don't say...
You could just buy me.
How about that clasp? Looks bit... And I reckon I know it's a metal, see?
Stretchy metal.
That is the spirit. You'll love it. I promise.
Kahit translate ng viewers ang sinasabi mo.
So,
thank you.
And I wanted... Can't think of any right now, but... That's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier. Maybe even one... Oh.
Nangyari sa situation ko.
Sword card, diba? Kaya nila yun. Ano, maraming namatay po sa akin.
Daddy, mamaya. Translate makat. Kahit na ano, hindi ba nagsisave it?
Isa lang naman ako na.
Kahit na, mag-translate yung sinabi mo. 1,000 ka.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Bakit? Hindi ko sumpa.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps... perhaps the prince feels the same.
is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming!
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsmen. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Yes. Someone.
What do you mean? Don't jump to conclusions.
How the hell did that bastard get through the desert gate? Where were the guard?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Should have picked on someone your own size.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
How are you doing? Quick look. Always something in there.
Please, Your Grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter?
My lord, yeah. It's your brother. His condition continues to work, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse.
But
His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able... So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something strong. And thankfully, a recipe was found. And our unless we can secure more soon. My lord, I know that I have no right to make...
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you.
So?
A rare herb. It grows only where the ether is densest. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. The search continues.
So it's only that you can't reach it?
Well...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is upsides. I'm a dominant.
Well, if you're sure, my stoner wort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct. I shall remain here.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stone wort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. I won't be getting anything till they're gone. One thing for it. Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Let's get... Yote, I brought back all the stone and water.
Yes, I'm sure it will serve.
I'm very glad.
You and His Grace are very much alike. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourself.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him.
I am honored, but I beg you, my lord.
I'll keep that in...
covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles for a short while?
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
Mid said I could ride the end. Rise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. I might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
What do you...
Thought I might grab myself a mug of Maeve's mead. Settle me stomach, you know, before we take to the high seas.
Let me tell you,
All right.
them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to. Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
How do you split the sea?
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Ah, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost. I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and a cache here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time. Canberra all over again. Where the hell are the Royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive. Aye, aye.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slathering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian. The map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aistla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
This place reeks like a mobile's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
This one's awake. Let's see what's inside.
You're finished! Kill! Stay down! Over here! To me, Blade!
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Aistla. What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap!
No quarter! All the villages in Ash are like this?
Question for later, Gap. Get him.
And come
Gav. Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive? Would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use. I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who? My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the arcade. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, arcade is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be... The mural is complete. Ultima and his vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix? By the Founder. So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
And that's it for now.